Hello again and welcome to Ndudu by Fafa.
Levels. Hello, gorgeous one. Thank you very much for tuning in for an experience with Fafa. Yes, today we're making our peanut butter soup. Not any other soup. It's packed with natural flavors. And yet again, I've got another way of making this bad girl. Yes, if this is your first time, please do me that great service of clicking that subscribe button if you haven't done so yet, and the notification button so you do not miss any future videos. So we are going to be making this rustic soup, yes, but of course we need our ingredients. So I'll be using my onions, tomato, yes, habanero chili, garlic, ginger. But of course, I need to enhance the natural flavors of my dish. So the next thing is I'll be using my cumin seeds. Yes, now cumin seeds are going to lend this sort of earthy flavor to the dish. And of course, I've got my aniseed, which has this licorice flavor that blends perfectly and works really well with the peanut butter soup. Now, of course, to make a peanut butter soup, you do need your peanut butter. Yes, grab whichever one you have available, yes, or whatever you can afford. And then let's start, because this is very rustic. Why do I say that? Yes, I've got my spent hen here. Thanks to my good friend who actually gifted me this. And I think 3 more, yeah, so they're frozen. Because I do, I find it difficult to get hold of some of the ingredients within the vicinity that I live in. So yes, I do appreciate such efforts. So thank you, my darling. Anyway, so now that I've got my spent hen, I'm making sure that I'm taking the hairs, or may I say the feathers? Yes, because you end up with some tiny feathers around that, and you need to, burn that out, because it's very impossible for you to pick those out. Now, please bear in mind when you're dealing with anything like fire, sharp objects, you do take all the necessary precautions. I want you to enjoy the food and not to hurt yourself. So now we're going to be doing some carving and some dodgy carving, because I was in a hurry. And then I just decided, switch the camera on and just film what I was doing. So yes, it's a little bit on the rustic side, but equally flavor packed. So don't you worry about that. And at this point, if you're skirmish, I think you need to fast forward this, yes. Because all you know is I'm, carving the chicken, yes. Now it's great for you to try the spent hen, because number 1, it's inexpensive, but number 2, it's a tougher meat and it has a great texture. So anytime you actually got a recipe that you've got to slow cook it, try it. It has this sort of gamey, slight gamey flavor. Not as strong as guinea fowl, but just there. Yes, absolutely. And it's exactly what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reserve the vertebra, which is the back, yes, for chicken stock much later. But I'll be using the rest, so the breast, the wings, the thighs, the legs, and you saw the neck, I know. One is lucky, because even back home, one would even include the chicken feet. I've not had or seen chicken feet for ages. And the last time I had it was over 25, 30 years ago. Yes, it's quite a long time. Yeah, I know. It's a delicacy as well. Don't go try it. You might just like it. Anyway, so now that I've got that, I now need to wash, which is exactly important. So I washed my, chicken pieces with a little bit of lime juice, yes, and then just got that ready in my clay pot. So this is where we're going to start our shenanigans and my different process. Have you clicked the subscribe button yet? So here we have my chicken, and to that I've blended my ginger, garlic, aniseed, cumin, yes, onion, all together as I saw earlier. Yes, in terms of the ingredients, I left the habanero chili out on this occasion, but then I also scooped my peanut butter, added a bit of water, blended that, and that's exactly what I'm adding to my soup. Now this is what we call potogum shugum, which is mix. What do I mean by that? We're adding all the ingredients together at once, because I'll be slow cooking this because that's the trick. Now the next thing I've also missed out of this is tomato paste. So yes, we're going for a blush looking peanut butter soup. So to achieve that blush looking color, I'll be using 2 large fresh tomatoes and 1 onion, and I'll be mixing everything together until it's well combined. Now, as I mentioned, I'm cooking this on the lowest setting, the lowest heat setting. Yes, because I want the chicken to absorb the flavors of the cumin, the aniseed, the ginger, the garlic, the onion, you know what I mean? And of course, I dropped my habanero chili in like it's hot. Yes, and after 20 minutes, you can just see it starts to bubble, and you can see the foam on the surface there. Yes, it's looking good. I'm going to allow this to simmer for another 10 minutes or until the tomatoes, onions, and the habanero chilies are soft. And of course, then I'm going to be blending them. You can already tell that the oil is settling at the top. And to that, I've just added my blended onion and tomato mixture. Now, normally one would strain this, but because I do have a very good blender, it's blended everything till it's silky smooth. And in the absence of that, then of course you need to strain that to add to your soup. I mean, then again, you need a bigger pot, and do not struggle and try and put everything in the pot here, but I'm doing it skillfully, and then again, it's cooking on a very low heat, so it's not going to bubble over, absolutely. But you can just tell the flavors already. Look at this. yeah. At this point, I'll be adding my salt to taste, but it's not any other salt. It's salts that are flavored with a little bit of nutmeg and clove, and that just makes a big difference. And I've just sprinkled a little bit over my soup as one does, and of course I'm going to be mixing everything together till it's well combined, because the slow cooking process is just going to continue. But as you can tell, you don't even need to roast your peanut butter for that oil to settle at the surface, because you can just see that happening now. Alomi Male. After 30 minutes of slow cooking, which would allow the chicken to also be tender, because we do need that, look, the oil is settling at the top. And have you even noticed that even though it's supposed to be a blush color, it's just even got darker? You know what I mean? In the and when you taste it, you taste the peanut butter as well. That is incredible, Yeah, so now this recipe definitely is inspired by a cousin of mine who I think makes the best peanut butter soup. She knows herself. Absolutely. I mean, but then again, she doesn't do the putugum shigum. So anyway, but look at this. It's bubbling away. And I think I've got another 20 minutes of this. And just when that foam reduces and the oil settles at the top as this, you know that your peanut butter soup is ready. I mean, the blush color is there. So of course, I've carefully added my green chilies because I think it has that wow effect. That, you know what I mean? Yes, if I added the red chilies, it would just be okay, but I think the green habanero chilies makes a difference, and my normal green chilies. So yes, look at this. This is ready. I know. So it took an hour and a half, in cooking it. So in terms of the cooking time, I'd say yes, it's literally the same, but in terms of the process, it's less of a hassle. And yes, flavors are intact. Look at this. Look at how bubbly this is. Now, what are you going to be serving this with? Do leave your comments below. Now, please don't forget to like the video as well. I appreciate that a lot. Please, my notification gang. Hey, me you know, like combining all the sort of like jobs that I have and my work schedule, like sometimes doesn't allow me to reply to all messages, but in time I will definitely, you know, but I do appreciate each and every one of you. Now, absolutely, to finish this off, which is always the last thing that I add, of course, I'm adding my fresh basil leaves, or akoko mesa or koklugba. Yes, exactly. It makes a big difference. Now, have you noticed something? There's something missing here, don't you think? I did not finish it with my onions. Yes, what's going on with that? And I just wanted it so. Absolutely. This is so simple. And I love the colors. Look how beautiful this is. Go for your omutu. But let me tell you, I served this with a Togolese classic of a corn and black eyed beans sort of banku thing, which is almost similar to, you know, the mutro thing. It was just incredible. Now, please do me that favor of clicking the subscribe button and the notification button if you haven't done so yet. Now, naturally, I'd leave all the list of ingredients and measurements on my blog, ndudu.fafa.blogspot.com. So the big question is, does the process of cooking a dish make a difference to the outcome of the dish? It does. But can you compromise on it sometimes? Yes, and in this case, I think you can, because I have used 3 different processes in making peanut butter soup or groundnut soup. I'll leave links in the description box below, and you try it and leave comments below as you experience which would you go for. Now, if we don't push the boundaries, you know, you don't invent new things. So yes, definitely that's why you do have the creative cooking channel of Ndudu by Fafa. Thank you all very much for tuning in. And as I mentioned, don't forget to like the video, share it with your family and friends, try the recipe, leave your comments below. And yes, as and when, I will definitely reply to you all. I appreciate each and every one of you. Now, until my next video, please take very good care of yourselves. Be the kings and queens that you are. Never lose your crown. And as I always say, if you're ever going to change, change for you. Yes, because me, I love you for you. Akbalo mindabu shako kwe medawase se she ehundama Ndudu by Fafa no hade. Peace out.